Welcome back to another video. I'm Brian and this is a Works Garage YouTube channel. In today's video I will be installing two simple modifications on my ND Miata. One will be the GarageLine hood strut kit and the other will be the Mazda OEM metal red oil cap. The little box here, it was really too big for the oil cap. I guess it's the smallest box they had. You'll see what I'm talking about when I get it out of here, I believe. This is the oil cap. Not sure these are worth over $100. I managed to find it somewhere for $89 out of Canada. Took a little bit to get here. And I guess it's not metal like I thought it was. If it is, it's a pop metal. Almost feels like plastic. This is what it looks like. Not going to be using OW20. Wish I could have got a European one. I'm going to be doing what the rest of the market says. 5W30. In the US they only do 0W20 to try to make fuel economy numbers that the American government has set, trying to make the fleet of certain manufacturers meet certain overall fuel economies. And I bet you only gain a mile a gallon or two, and it's not as good. You don't get it, that doesn't clean the engine up as good with the deposits from the oil as a 5W30. The European market and the rest of the world, including the Japan market where these cars are made, uses 5W30. That's the oil I will be going to. This is the easiest modification you could possibly do. Anybody can do it. Turn one off and turn the new one on. And it looks like if you have the RoadsterSport strut tower or strut brace, it is just a little bit harder to get on because the cap is so big. You'll see that it slightly rubs it to get it on. I guess you got to figure out which way you want the MX-5 to go. It can go this way or it can go this way. I guess I'm going to match it up to the name Sky Active. And again, another huge box. You think these companies might pay by the size of the box as well as the weight. All that for this little old kit right here. So there'll be two 13mm bolts right here and two 13s here. You'll only loosen the top one, I believe, for the strut. This little bag right here is the struts. Looks like they taped it all up here. Very nice struts. They're plain marked with no names on them, which is what I like. Don't want to really advertise for certain brands. We'll set those there for now. Let's see what's in the hardware kit. They do not give you any instructions in the hardware baggie. Looks like everything is marked. They say right hood, left hood. As you can see, it will say right hood, left fender. I guess there's no instructions needed when they're marking it like that. There's a couple bolts here. I'm guessing those 2 bolts go for the hood. It looks like they're Allen, which makes sense. You're probably reusing the other ones. There's some washers here. I'm betting the 2 washers go up on the hood as well. For this install, you will need a 5mm Allen wrench, either in a handle style or ratchet style, and you will need a 13mm socket and extension and ratchet of some type. I also recommend putting your hardware in a metal dish here so you don't lose any of it. So I'm going to start by removing the 2 bolts on the bottom here. Looks like they're not on all that tight, as they're probably doing a bunch of nothing in the American spec car. Looks to be a hole in there. A pretty big hole in the top side. Now I'm not sure if I guess you just leave that on there. We're going to reuse that hardware, it looks like. Okay. Right fender. Guess it goes there. It wouldn't go this way. Okay, so I'm guessing that this nipple right here is going to go back here. Actually, for up here, it is a 12mm. You'll leave the bottom tight. You will not do nothing with the bottom. That's why I like this kit. Other kits, you take both off. And then you lose the alignment of your hood if you're not careful or knowing what you're doing. Like it's really fine threaded and you can't really use your hand until it's all the way out. Right hood. Again, they're marked. Maybe I'll peel these off when I get it fully installed. I think it'll look kind of ugly if you don't. Now, as you can see, it has a little Cipher, a little finger right here sticking up. There is a hole in the hood underneath the bolt hole. So right over here, there is a hole right here. That this little finger right here will go in like this. So you will take the included Allen with the nut, the hardware, that's it. So when it's fully installed, you will have it like this. It is adjustable this way. Does have an elongated hole, so that may need to be adjusted. This one will go on like this. So as you can see, there's this little clip here, doodad, that goes in here. It goes all the way around the end, just like this, and makes it where you cannot push it on. You will carefully remove that on both ends. making sure not to lose it as it is very small. Now this is where it's not very simple. Probably would be a lot easier if you had somebody to help you. It's going to be a little bit difficult because the hood is going to come up about 1 inch to 1.5 inches higher. You're not going to be able to use the hood prop any longer while you're trying to put on the bottom, the arm onto the top. It clips on like that. You install the bottom part first, leaving the hood on, put both sides on, go around like this. Very carefully. There it is. Now the hood will be up a little higher than what it was before. So, not sure if you can see this little finger right here. See the little end? And how I explained earlier that it goes through like this and then around. Very hard to get those in when it's on here like it is now. Especially the top one up here. Especially this one right here where the little nut is, the little nipple sticking out here. Very hard to get those on when it's on the hood. And now I'm wondering how I'm going to get these, the name left and right hood off. I tried to peel it off on the other side. And as you can see here, it doesn't come off very good. Looks like poop. So not sure what I'm going to do. I really don't like that. I know why they did that. So you know which side it goes on. The cap looks really nice. So we're going to go for the first time closing the hood, and then I will show you the finished product. It is a little harder to shut, common sense, because of the hood struts, I believe. About right here, you just let go and it shuts like normal. Let's now try opening it and see what we get, how it's going to open with the assisted springs. Looks like about right there. You can let go and it will pull itself up. Very nice. The hood does come up a lot further than what it used to. I would say maybe 1.5 to 2 inches. Well, maybe only 1 inch where the rod was. Yeah, the hood now comes up about 1 inchish, 1.5 inches, maybe more now. This is what the finished product will look like. If you are looking to do a C-Tech charger like I did on the other my other cars, you just pop this up, unscrew this, put this in the center here. This nut will come all the way off. Your C-Tech or your battery tender of some flavor can go here. I just slipped this over here. Went around here. I had to get an extension here because it's very long. And there's a hole down there in the bottom. I'm not sure you can see it. A little hole about like so from the factory that goes through. It will come out underneath the tire here and run over to your charger. This will conclude today's video. I would like to thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe as I'm almost to the 200 subscriber mark. It would greatly be appreciated on the road to 1,000. Again, I thank you for viewing.